Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. We're going to start this video off with a ride on the Orange Crush. Check it out. Okay. It runs good, and you can tell in the video 32 miles an hour, as fast as it goes. I don't need it to go any faster than that. It actually does very nice. Been working the bugs out of it for a while. And in a build like this, you're gonna have bugs. There's no doubt about it. I like the fact, a couple of things I did that I do like about it. I just put a regular cable, clamped it to where it's on this one, and I loosen that up and get another one. But I can tighten this chain up, which it needs to be tightened now. It's got a little runtime on it. I don't ever have to worry about adjusting this chain or breaking it or anything like that, so that worked out good. The pipe mount I put on it, kind of big, but you needed it. And looking straight down on the bike, you could see that it's not in your way cranking it at all. I picked up this thing because of one very good reason. It links with my phone, and then it'll give me a distance and a map. But not only that, it was orange. And orange seat, orange stuff. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Very nice ride, very smooth ride. And the pipe does work. Yes, I like the bike. It ran very good. A lot of bugs to work out. With all builds like that, there's going to be bugs because there's a lot of stuff going on in there. But I'm pleased with it. It pulls very well. Would I build another Del Rio, a Kent Del Rio? Or would I recommend somebody building a Kent Del Rio? No, because the tank doesn't fit properly. I see some people with a bike similar to that putting the tank all the way up by the seat. But fortunately for me, I had welding skills, and I welded aluminum, put tabs on it, brazed. You look back in the video of building the frame, brazed studs on it, relocated them, got it locked down good. Okay, we're on this now, and I'm going to explain some stuff where it's going. It's going on a steel frame that I pulled all the tubes in to hide all the wires and cables. It's going on that frame with a 4-liter tank. It's going to be, the back wheel is going to be this. This is a hub drive, 1500 watt hub drive that I took the magnets and the coils out of. Very robust bearing system. It's got a single speed screw right here and really beefy setup for the sprocket and disc brakes, and a very robust axle and bearing system. And it can handle 1500 watts. So that's the back rim, very robust, and everything's epoxy inlaid in there, or whatever that is. So, and then the front wheel will be a robust front wheel for disc brakes too. It will be painted fluorescent yellow, and it will be the Twisted T bike. Everybody needs to get a little twisted. And now let's talk about the engine. Now, some people gave thoughts about hybrid ceramic bearings. My silver bike here has been running them for almost 600 miles. Never had an issue. The YD100 had hybrid ceramic bearings in it, and it ran flawlessly. When I pulled the bearings out of this case, they were fine. So I've never had an issue with them. But I generally, if I run a regular bearing, I run a PGN bearing. Very good bearings at this particular size. So this is the bearing I'll be running in this motor. Okay, so that's the bottom end. The crank will have to be balanced a little bit, I'm sure. We're going to check all that out. We just wanted to get the jug mounted, and the port timing as best we can get it. And thanks to the #1 best motorized bike channel on YouTube, we did that. So the carburetor I'm going to put on it's going to be the one that he suggested, the slide, Makuni slide. I've already been looking at that one, and that's the carburetor I'll put on it. I'm not going to run a reed valve system. We're going to run piston port. Going to run that. Now, the other issue with these motors is, and the Phantasm 85s, is that the name for that? Phantasm? No, it's Phantom. Phantasm's a nightmare. Well, maybe that is a good name for it, Phantasm 85, is the wrist pin. Now this one here, I bought some all-light bronze, and I made a sleeve for the wrist pin just to get the port timing. I think fortunately for me, and I'm going to show you in this illustration, what I plan on doing is taking the wrist pin out of here, cutting it, and then I've got a micro boring bar with some tungsten carbide inserts on it. I'm going to try to cut the inside of the original wrist pin so where it goes up against the wrist pin clip, as you can see here in this illustration. If I can't cut it, then I will be cutting this to 10 millimeters on the outside, and then but I'm going to leave a shoulder. I saw some video somewhere where somebody was bushed the piston and was using the leg on the pin clip to hold the wrist pin in place and the bushings. Those things break. That's what ruins motors. That's the reason I went to the Wiseco 10 millimeter clips on the other motors. So I'll be cutting this down, leaving the shoulder so this can't go through. I'll sandwich them in there, and I'll run these long enough inside the piston to where it will hold the bearing in a proper position at all times. And I'll be running a 10 millimeter wrist pin. That's what I plan on doing with this motor. And you Phantom 85 guys might want to look in to see if you got enough room to cut a shoulder in some brass, or the original wrist pin if you can get it cut at a machine shop or something like that. They might could grind it. I don't have the facilities to do that. I'm going to try to bore it if I can. I'm going to use brass, and brass is fine, good oil-light brass, and have a really good fit, proper fit, and a proper fit on the 10 millimeter. Shouldn't have any trouble whatsoever. So that's what's going to go to hold the piston in place on this one. We've got a little tiny less than a millimeter squish. Then expansion chamber. As you saw in the video, that one works. I will be looking for one beat up at a good price for about a 125 or a 100 cc, if at all possible. If I can't do that, there's always the option of hydroforming one with the same dimensions, only enlarged, or rolling one and making one. I've got a plate roll right there, plate brakes, all that stuff. So I kind of want it to go under the crank, it's not up, but you can see on that one, you have plenty of leg room for everything. It's just, this is going to be a straight street bike. It is not going to have any suspension. It is going to be a hard lockdown, rigid ride. I don't want any suspension or anything like that. I will be running a 32-2 sprocket on it. And, well, there's my little girl Gracie right there. A 32-2 sprocket on it, and it's going to be made to run on the road. It's not going to be made on the trails. That's what I made that bike there for. I think it's pretty much ready. And that's just to explain to y'all what's going on. Now we're going to do a channel shout out. And I like doing this because it helps people. It gets y'all to good channels. And right off the bat, we're going to go with Little Evil. He just posted a video that y'all need to check out about the speedometers. It was funny, but he's dead on. He's right. He's dead on. I've seen people do that, and it's just hilarious. The last video that Johnny's Motorized Bike put out, I laughed at that one because the guy just interacts with everybody so well, and he's just really cool. Not everybody, I wish everybody had a shop like mine. Not everybody does. And Little Evil talk about his little shop. Go back on some of my old videos. I used to be in that little old tiny shop out there, and I only had one side of it. There's no way I could even got a bike in there. Fortunately for me, the company I worked for closed their doors, and I got paid my severance package, and that's how I got this place. So, and I had a lot of the tools already, but they were in storage. I had a place to put them. And we've been buying them on and along for a long time. So that's how I pretty much got this place. And then you have the #1 motorized bike channel on YouTube. If you port your engine or you doing some work on your engine, go back on his videos, his older videos. He tells you everything you need to know. And that's who really helped me a whole bunch on this one, because in the RC boats, we're given a cylinder that's pretty much close to what you want. You got to do a little bit of cutting on it, this, that, the other thing. You get a 10,000 squish. You cut 10 thousandths off the top of the piston, which I'll be doing 15 thousandths off the top of the piston. This, because the top of the piston gets all the heat, it expands and starts scrubbing your chrome off. So this has got a special coating on it. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I don't want to scrub it off. So it's also got a, where is it at? Right here, a compression release, which I'll be doing a brass petcock and stuff like that, and a polished copper tube. So when I go to crank it, I get out, that fires up, I can shut it. I think it'd be kind of cool. Another channel I want to talk about is, his channel is crap. And literally, his channel's crap. It's C period R period A period P. Crap. And he posted on one of my videos that he said he's going to quit making videos because he doesn't get no subscribers or anything like that. Y'all need to go show him some love, and I'm going to tell you why. And he's got some good content, and he does the 4-stroke stuff, he does the 2-stroke stuff, but he did a 2-stroke video that I didn't even know these exist, is a centrifugal clutch. So he's got a motor that he's got a centrifugal clutch kit on, and a hand crank, which you would have to have a hand crank because you couldn't pedal start it. But after this bike is done, we're doing a 3-wheeler, a twin engine 3-wheeler with small tires on the back. We're going to rake the front end, we're going to chopper it out, and we're going to put twin, I'm going to do twin 212 Predators, but I think twin 2-strokes, but the problem is pull it in the clutch, you'd have to have a double, and some of the pull on some of these clutches is pretty tough. But if you go back there and hand crank them, and then you got centrifugal clutches on small wheels, and I'll probably have to run them on a jack shaft because we still have to pedal it according to the law. I think that's a choice that I might go with. So go check his channel out. Give him some love. Give all these people, all these channels some love. Hit subscribe to them and help them. Leave them a comment. Hit like on them. These people out here making videos for y'all, and just like me, but I'm a little bit more, I guess you say, progressive than some. You get some people that are really famous on YouTube, and all they do is just buy products from people, and not everybody can afford, you know, to buy stuff. And I try to do it with a minimal amount of money. I don't make very little off YouTube, but I love doing it. I'm by myself, and this is an old gentleman just like me, so give him some love. The name of the channel is crap. His channel is crap. C period R period A period P. Crap. His channel's crap. Actually, I wish I had thought of that. But and then you got some other Ellis motorized bikes, Ellis Racing motorized bikes, cool channel. Oh, I can't think of all of them. I get brain dead when I get out here in front of a camera. First off, we got to get this done, and we got the wrist pin work to do. We got the bearings, the clutch, which I've got all that stuff. seals, I got gaskets, I got everything. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Nice little ride this morning, kind of cool. But it was a good ride, and the bike performed good. It really did, and it comes on the bike, and it runs good. It's 32 miles an hour. It's not fast. Got a 44 two-sprocket on it, but I don't want to go fast, and it pulls very good. All right, guys, you hit like and subscribe. You go check out Little Evil's video with the Spadai. It's funny. It really is. And then Johnny's latest video, and then the #1 motorized bike channel. He posts videos all the time. But look back on his older videos for your information on your porting, carburetor tuning, stuff like that. It's there. It's all good information. And other than that, guys, we're gonna get this baby going. I'm gonna post a video when I do this if it works, because you Phantom 85 guys really need to think about this situation, because graphite impregnated bushings are for dry application, because graphite is a dry lubricant. It's not for wet application, being sprayed with gas and oil. So, and then the thing with the leg of the clip holding the wrist pin in, but I think maybe I've got y'all in one perspective is that my piston's bigger, so I'll be able to do that. You might not be able to do that. But y'all have a good day, and take care of yourself and be safe.